Welcome back to my channel. Today I will be reviewing the new Charlotte Tilbury Cream Bronzers. It took me a while for the second color, the color medium, to get to me. I ordered light and medium. The light one was shipped like right away. I got it in 2 days, but the medium took till today. Today I got it finally in the mail. I just picked it up from outside. So it took quite a bit, even though I had 2 day shipping, but that's why I haven't reviewed it. I got lots of questions on my Instagram. Hey, did you pick it up? What do you think? What are the colors? And I really wanted to compare both colors, swatch both colors, and give you a really well-rounded review rather than just review the light one when I had it. I have been wearing the fair colored number 1, since I picked it up. I think it arrived like 4 or 5 days ago. And then I have medium here that I literally just took it out of the box. I haven't swatched it. Ooh, that looks really, really beautiful. Okay, so this is what we're doing today. If you guys are interested, continue watching. If you're new here, welcome. I'd love for you to subscribe down below if you enjoy all things makeup, and let's put these bronzers on. So when I saw that Charlotte Tilbury was coming out with cream bronzers, I was ecstatic. I was sick for a while, and it was the first product after the sickness that I was just really excited about, and I was just ready to get it. So when it came out, I went for the medium immediately, just because of my experience with Charlotte Tilbury. The light bronzer seemed to be extremely light, like it would not have worked for me. And then medium worked really well in her other formula, the powder formula. I have it here for you guys to see that this is the medium color in the powder version. So because of my experience with this, I ordered the medium in the powder. But after just looking at some swatches, talking with some of you guys, like, you seem to have a lot of questions like, oh, which one should I get? I don't know. The fair looks really pretty. The medium looks very warm. I'm your skin tone. So I thought, you know what? I'm just going to get them both and just, give you my thoughts. So here they are. This is the light and the medium. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to hold these together and show you guys this one. This is the powder one. Let's see if I can do this. So I feel like this medium one in the powder is right in between these two. If you can look up close, you can kind of see that I messed it up. Okay, I just put one of these in here. This one seems to me much more just neutral / ashy. It has a little bit more of a gray undertone, and this one definitely has a lot of warmth. I have not swatched the medium at all, but just by looking at them, the fair one definitely seems a little bit more ashy. This is the packaging. I didn't even talk about the packaging. I think it is just beautiful. It is really big. Let's compare it to her other bronzer. I mean, I would say they're similar in size. This is just more oval and this is round. And let's see how much product you get here. You get 0.74 ounces in the cream one, and then you get 0.56 ounces of the powder. Now, powder and cream, you're not going to go through powder as fast as you're going to go through cream. So you do get quite a bit of product. And I love the packaging because it has this absolutely massive mirror, and it's a very clear. Like, I can see all my wrinkles. Also, the box that it came in is this one right here, and you have here just the color that you picked. And yeah, it's very simple. It seems nice and sturdy, not too heavy. This one is, I would say, a little bit more luxurious packaging wise, but more annoying in my opinion because of the shape. It doesn't fit with anything. But this packaging is actually really beautiful. I love the way they did the front. It kind of looks like it's suspended. So yeah, this is just the packaging. I like it. Now let me swatch both of these colors. I'm very excited because, like I said before, I did not swatch the medium one yet. So there's definitely quite a big jump between light and medium. Obviously this is light and medium. And like I was mentioning, the light seems to have quite a more cooler undertone. And then this is warm, but it's not too warm. I wouldn't consider this to be unwearable warm, even for somebody with my skin tone. Let me swatch the powder one. So here we have the powder one, and this is definitely in between these two. Again, these you can really sheer them out and you can really build them up. But this is just for you guys to just have a swatch comparing all of these. And I will compare some other colors just after application. I'll try to pick some other cream bronzers that I have in my collection and just put the swatches at the end. All right, so let's apply them. I'm very excited because, spoiler alert, I absolutely love this formula. And I was surprised at how easy it was blending. I'm gonna take the light first, which is the one that I've been using. And this right here is a Sonia G Classic Base. I actually haven't used this one. This is the brush I've been using. This is the Rephr 05, and I really liked it with this because I used this more as a contour for my skin tone. I really enjoyed it with a smaller brush. So I kind of swirled my brush in there. That's how much I picked up. And the texture of this, it's quite thick, which, you know, nowadays it's like, oh, it's so airy, you don't feel it on. But the texture is quite thick, but it becomes, it blends in very easily and it becomes almost velvety to the touch once you kind of blend it in. So I'm gonna use this big old mirror, which I'm so excited about. I'm probably gonna be using this as my main mirror, just recording wise. So I will not be tapping any of the product off. I'm just gonna go straight on. So I'm slowly building this color here. I have the Charlotte Tilbury, I have the Chanel #1 foundation, very light foundation, not a ton of product underneath. So that's kind of what we're working with. I thought it was a good foundation to put under just because it's not too heavy. It has just decent coverage for me and it's a favorite. You guys can see just how little work I've put into this. I would say this is like a contour for me. Very, very little work. It blends itself pretty much. I'm taking a little bit right around my nose and right here. And just blended it into my ear. Now, I really have been enjoying this as more of a contour. It's summer here, and I like being a little bit more bronze. And when I think of bronze, I think a little bit more warm tones. To me, on my skin tone, this is a beautiful, beautiful contour color. But if you're fair, like, or lighter than me, I think it would be a perfect bronzer. It's not too ashy or cool tone where it's just looking gray. I mean, I could just go like this. You know, I could definitely use light as just my contour bronzer, but I'm curious to see what I'm going to think about the medium one because I do tend to like a little bit more warmer tones in the summer. But yeah, that was the light one. You saw how fast and easy that was to blend in. I may add just a little bit more right here. Just to intensify that color, and you can definitely build up the color on itself. You can start light and slowly build up. So that is the light. I think it's beautiful, blended in, it's so fast, so easy, and you can build on itself. All right, moving on to the medium color. I just kind of cleaned this brush, and I'm going to use the same one because I really have enjoyed it with this one. It wasn't too big, it wasn't too small. It really blended out the product perfectly. Again, this is Rephr 05. I'll link it down below. So let's see how this one's gonna go. I feel like I picked up quite a bit of product. I'm gonna tap just in case, and let's put it on. Yes, this is warmer than this one. You can kind of see that this is cooler tone. This has a warmth in it, but I think for summer, for me, this is gonna be beautiful. I feel like the undertone of this one is not orange, it's more yellow undertone. Let me see here. Yeah, I see the warmth, but it's not orange, so I wouldn't be scared of this color. I know in the videos it looked, or in the swatches it looked really warm, but I don't think it's too warm. I think it's really pretty. Build it up just a little bit. I do think, you know, if you're deeper than me, the medium could definitely be easily built up. Put a little much there. Let me clean that up. Okay, this brush from BK Beauty 105, it's like magic. If anything's wrong, I just pick this up and like, ta-da! All is blended. So this is kind of a light layer of the medium. You guys can see that this is a little bit more warm, just a little bit more brighter. And even though this side is fairer, the cool undertone, it almost makes it look deeper. Like it really contours the face really well. It almost gives like a shadow. Now it's not deeper in the sense of depth, it's just the color being a little bit more cool tone. On me, I feel like this looks just a little bit more defined, where this one looks a little bit more bronze. Yeah. Sometimes I feel like I make absolutely no sense when I talk, so I over explain then. I will try to build the medium one just a little bit more. I want to see just what you can get. It's probably gonna look a little crazy, but I want you guys to get a good idea. So I'm gonna take a little bit more and slowly build up. You can see, you could definitely build this up. Now, just like with any other makeup application, I am very gentle. I slowly apply product. I don't go in heavy-handed almost ever. I'd rather take my time and slowly build up a product. And that's kind of what I've done to this. And I think, you know, you can have a wash of color. You can really intensify the color and make it just a little bit more pronounced, a little bit just more intense. I'm kind of surprised at the undertone of this one. It seems a very... not orange, it's not orange, it's warm, but it's not that orangey. It almost feels to me that it has a little bit more yellow undertone, which I like. I think it looks actually beautiful, at least in person. And I think this light one is a very good for contouring for my skin tone. But you can see there's like a lot of that yellow undertone. So there we have it, 2 different colors, and I honestly think they both work for me for different reasons. This is a little bit built up more than I would probably wear normally, but it's not obnoxious or anything like that. But it's definitely warm. And then this is just the light one that I would probably use as a contour. So overall, which one works better for me? I honestly think they both work for me, just for different purposes. The fair I definitely would use for contour, and the medium just to bronze up the skin. I think that the formula is impeccable. I have nothing negative to say. It feels thick when you swatch it, but when you apply it, it blends so easily that you're like, oh wait, did I put product? Did it apply? And then you kind of see that like it's really just blended so smoothly where you don't know where the contour or the bronzer starts or ends. That probably has something to do with a brush that I use as well. Of course, what brushes you use will determine how easy it's going to be to apply these, but just overall I find them to be very easy. I would say that the medium has not a typical medium bronzer undertone. It's almost like honey. That it reminds me of that color, honey blended out right here. And the cool tone, or the fair one, it's not too cool tone. I think it's a very wearable, and I've been using it as my bronzer. I think what I'm going to do, I'm literally going to use them both. I'm going to touch up just a little bit of contour with fair, and then with medium, I'm just going to bronze up the skin everywhere. So I'm very happy I have both, but if you're around my skin tone and you're wondering which one, I really think it depends on what do you like? Do you like to contour more, or do you like to just bronze up? I don't think one is too dark, or one is too light. I do think one is warm and one is neutral cool tone. So those are my thoughts on that. I want to compare a couple bronzers. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to swatch the light and medium next to each other. No, I'm actually going to swatch the light with comparable bronzers that I have that are in the cooler tone category. Okay, so I'm gonna move this close so you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about, and I'm gonna try to remember which one I swatched. So the first one right here is the new Charlotte Tilbury in Fair. This next one is the Patrick Ta, and she's statuesque. This one is the cream one, and this one is the powder one. Next one right here, oh, which one's this? Oh yeah, this one right here is the lighter one. This one right here from Victoria Beckham. This is in 02, but I picked this one right here. That's right there. This one right here is, gosh, the Butter Biscuit from Fenty. This last one right here is the Westman Atelier bronzer. This is in Coupe de Soleil. And then this one right here, I swatched the Westman Atelier in the shade Biscuit. Now this one kind of blends away quite fast. So that one, you can kind of compare these two. I think they're kind of similar. The Westman Atelier right here has a little bit more rosiness to it. I would say that this one's a little bit more neutral than the Biscuit from Westman Atelier. So those are like the lighter bronzers that I could kind of find. The rest seem to be a little bit warmer. Okay, so these are the other swatches. Let me see if I can spread this one right here. So this one right here is the new Charlotte Tilbury. The next one right here is the Patrick Ta. She's sculpted, the cream one. Then we have the powder version of it. Then this one right here is the Victoria Beckham, the deeper version right here. This is still number 2. Then right here we have the Danessa Myricks Balm. This is in light 2. This one right here is the Tom Ford Intensity 1. It's kind of a heavy swatch, so this one blends out quite a bit, but you can see the difference in the undertones. Then this one right here is the Gucci. That is in shade medium, 03 medium. Then we have here the Kosas, which is a very warm bronzer. This is also in the shade medium. And the bottom one right here is the shade from Westman Atelier that is in the color Truffle. And then this one right here, which one is it? Right here is the Charlotte Tilbury powder version in medium. So those are, you know, kind of the bronzers that are more medium undertone that I have. I have more, but I thought that these would be more popular maybe. I guess I could have done this one right here as well. This is the LYS. I feel like this one's kind of popular, but it's always out of stock. I'll swatch this down here. That is right here. That is in the color Light, Motivate. So yeah, I feel like out of, excuse me, out of all of them, honestly, the Charlotte Tilbury one is the most similar one. And this one right here, maybe, I feel like they're very different. They're very different. I would say, you know, I have some very warm ones, some cooler ones. This one to me, it's more of a neutral yellowish. But yeah, I don't think I have a dupe for that one. So my final thoughts, do I recommend these? Absolutely. I think they're so good. I think the one thing that for me was just like, ooh, like a surprise is how blendable they are. If you're not super into cream bronzers and you want to dabble your fingers in it, maybe something like this would be good because they're matte. They don't have a lot of shine to them, but they definitely give you that blendability, that softness to the skin. Again, I built the medium one up more than I normally would, so you can definitely see it on the skin, but it's so easy to make it look flawless. Another great thing for me is the fact that you can build them up. So if I want a more intense contour, I can easily build up the color. The same with the medium shade. So those are my final thoughts on the product. Absolutely love it. I think anybody could use it. The formula is so blendable and easy to apply that even somebody that is scared of cream products would probably do a great job with this. So I would love to hear your thoughts down below, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.